Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. It's now time for your mayor update. Mayor Julia Arata-Fratta, you're here and ready to rock. How you doing on this? It was a little stormy today.
Yes.
But summer's almost over.
No.
Okay,
Jeremy,
I didn't want to say that.
One more month.
I'm a big summer guy, so I don't want it to be over either.
It's September 21st, so okay.
That's when it's over? Officially over. Well, some say it's after Labor Day, right? But
No.
I say take it as long as you can. Nevertheless, there's a lot of things happening. We're going to talk about some of those events coming up. But first, we talked a little bit about the budget survey that you had last time, but we are going to get into budget season, and so we want to definitely give everybody a heads up on that process. You've had some questions at the listening session, too, about budget, so we just want to make sure that folks know where to find it. But first and foremost, if people aren't familiar with the budget process, how does that work?
So there are different phases in the budget. The first phase is when our finance director sent an email to all of the head of departments, so the department are putting together the budget for the next year. So we are collecting all this information. She's collecting that information and put it together, and then she presented to me the draft. And next week I will start having some meetings with all of the head of the department. They are going to present their budget to me, and then the good thing about our budget, if people look at previous budget, is that each department put together like a list of accomplishments that they did for the year and what are the new initiatives for the following year, and also a list of the resources, how many employees are in each department, hour, part-time, full-time. We provide a lot of great data in that budget. So we are now in phase one, okay, collecting that information. Then in the next couple of weeks is when I will be working with city administration and the finance director to go through this draft and then set up my priority to the budget. And then when I feel comfortable, then is when I submit my draft budget to the finance director, and the budget is going to be published on September 18th. It's for the public to make comment, review. It's going to be published for almost 2 months. And then also I want to invite the resident is that on the next committee of the whole meeting on August 26th, there's going to be a presentation by the finance director about the budget process priorities.
Yeah, you do. And then not only once the budget comes out, one of my favorite ones is the finance committee presentation. So each department will actually present on their budget as well. Yeah. That's happening on the 21st and 22nd. So you can tune in and hear from each department.
Exactly.
And if there's any questions at that time from the finance committee. First public hearing for your proposed budget is Tuesday, October 13th at the Common Council meeting. And then alders put in amendments.
Okay. Yes, so alders can put amendment to the budget, and they can remove stuff or add, thing to the budget. And then there's going to be a presentation of those amendments and going through those amendments on the committee of the whole meeting of October. So people also can watch the meeting to determine what are the amendments that the Common Council are bringing. We have a previous discussion there, so to understand each amendment. So when we go to November to approve the final budget, that meeting, we had to follow very strict protocol. So council member can prepare to the meeting to decide if they approve the amendment or reject it.
Yeah, that committee of the whole to talk about the budget and the amendments is October 28th. That's a Wednesday for committee of the whole. And then there'll be another public hearing for the Common Council meeting on Tuesday, November 10th. That's also the same meeting that you'll review those amendments and then hopefully adopt a budget that night.
Exactly, yes.
So it's a process. One other piece that we talked about last time, too, was the budget survey that is still open. Yeah. So if folks want to share their feedback about their priorities,
so
they
we
can
have
do so.
we have an online link that is in our website, and also we have some paper copies here in the front office with the clerks, and we have received more than 300 feedback, And it's great. We want the people to participate and let us know what are their priorities.
All right. Well, you can do that here now.
Until the end of August.
Till the end of August. That you got it. All right. On to development news. A lot of stuff happening in the development world. First is Boma Plaza. So people might see that fences have gone up and it's coming down.
It's coming down. So we are working on that project, and I think in the next couple of weeks, demolition will start. So we are very excited for this project because we are planning to build one of the tallest building in the city. I think they are 7-story tall.
I believe so.
Yes, almost 300 units coming to that. We are very intentional on bringing the density to the fish hatchery corridor because it's our most transit-oriented corridor in the city where we have the buses and BRT is coming in 2 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a big project and a lot happening there.
Yeah.
Right across the street, you got the UPS store going in as well. So we broke ground on that. Well, I mean, it's off and running.
It's off running, yes. Yeah, so the UPS store, the owners of the franchise purchased that parcel on Ochala and Fish Hatchery Road. They have to be out of the leasing place that they have on south of Fish Hatchery Road beside Pizza Hut by March.
Oh, so they don't have any choice but to get this done. Okay.
So, and I want to say thank you to the Ross family for keeping the UPS store in Fitchburg and investing in Fitchburg because, you know, I use it a lot. And I think it's a great amenity to have in the city of Fitchburg.
It's a busy store.
Oh, my
Every time
God.
I go through there,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is great. But yeah, the new
And great services.
It is, and yeah, that new building is going to look really nice there on Fish Hatchery Road. And important, you talk about the transit on that too. I mean, we've spent there's been a lot of redevelopment on Fish Hatchery Road, but that's important transit corridor as well with future BRT bus rapid transit coming in there as well. So
yeah, we will have an idea of the grant because you know that project is going to be funded 70% by a federal grant and 30% by the municipality that we are participating in the BRT. So by the end of the year, we will have an idea if we are awarded that grant. And then once the grant is awarded to Madison, because we are working with Madison, then construction, I imagine, is going to start because 60% of the design is already ready to go.
yeah, we'll keep you up on that, but I think it's important to note there with that redevelopment.
And also I want to mention to the city, because I receive a lot of complaint about why we are doing this. We are also, if people are not, you know, riding the buses right now, we need to educate the people how this BRT can connect to the rest of the Madison area. And I think we are doing that for the future growth of the city. You know, everything that we do is looking for a future. And as you know, our population has grown 1,000 people since last year. So we have 37,000 people now in Fitchburg. So we need to look at how to build infrastructure for the future growth of the city.
Yeah, absolutely. And one final piece we have, well, two actually, I'm sorry, I skipped one here, but also on a transit corridor there is the Jamestown. That project is moving along, and folks may have seen, well, I'm going to say it's the restaurants and car wash and bank. So you got some food, you got your car wash, you got your bank all there, but that's moving along as well.
Yeah, so that project is moving along. All the infrastructure improvements are being approved and done. I think Chick-fil-A is going to be ready by fall, something like that.
I believe some of that is going to be pretty close here coming in fall.
And also we are working on the second phase of that project. It's in the middle section and the north section. The north section, you know, it was already approved another apartment complex coming there, and similar to the one that is on the northeast. It's the same
if you
building.
follow Fitch around the corner, you'll actually see that development
The
piece.
development, yes. So that one is under construction right now. And then in the middle section, I think the idea is to a Home Goods, Ross, and Ultra store are coming there.
All right. Well,
and a grocery, especially specialty grocery store too.
we're all hoping, right?
Yeah.
So a lot coming there. We'll
Lots
keep you up
coming,
to date as
And this is
as
great,
it's come
you know
up.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a lot happening there. So I think a lot of
Yeah.
people know what was going to happen, and all of a sudden it just happened. So
Yeah.
it's coming along. Finally, Gigi's Playhouse is also going to be cutting ribbon here really quick. We're excited.
Yeah, we're excited that Gigi's Playhouse decided to build their home here in Fitchburg. I think the ribbon cutting is on August 26th. You know, I love not-for-profit. I work with a lot of not-for-profit, and to have Gigi's here in Fitchburg is going to be great, especially for all the family that, you know, that they need their services.
Absolutely, we're excited, and it's a fun building. I can't wait to get inside and check it out for sure. We'll wrap it up with community events. There's a lot of events as we wrap up here. So before we turn to fall, pump the brakes. You got some great things going on. So the last concerts at McKee is coming up here the upcoming Monday. You got Agora Art Fair going on. You've got community movie in the park. You just got a lot of good things. I think a lot of people that you don't always hear about all these great things that are going on, or you don't think, wow, this really happened.
This is what I love summer in Fitchburg, because there are so many activities. You know, every week you have something to do. And yes, I'm going to be volunteer at Agora Art Fair on this Saturday. And I don't know how many people come to that. Thousands, yeah. So I invite all the Fitchburg residents to support the art and to come. And also, you know, the last McKee concert is coming on August 20. And I hope to see the resident there. This is a great event too, organized for the Fitchburg Chamber, our greatest partner. And then, yes, we have a lot of activity in our parks. We're celebrating parks. You know, I love park. Southdale Movie Night is one. It's July.
It's coming up at the end of the month here.
Yeah,
Coming up at the end of the month. We had to reschedule because of the weather. We were during that heat and smoke time, so we've got that rescheduled as well. So plenty of activities. You know, stay up with the website. We've got all those out there for you.
And community night out.
Community night out. Well, that's happening. So we're like a day before it. So we'll talk about it at your next one. But we're hoping for good weather and a lot of people to come out for that. So we'll appreciate the update. We'll check in next month in fall.
Okay, thank you very much. Gracias.